if triangle NAP is congruent to triangle dog, determine which parts, A through C, if any, are necessarily true and explain why. Okay, well, what's important to do on this problem is to write out a little picture would be helpful. Oh, here, let me do a better job than that. So this will be triangle NAP, and then over here, I'll have that one. Okay, so this will be triangle NAP. You can do it whatever order you want, but once I've done NAP, N has to go with D, A has to go with O, so I'm going to go D, O, G, just like I went N first, then A, then P. You got to do the same order so that they match up. That's what they're saying. When they make this statement, this congruence statement, they're saying the two triangles are identical, and they're identical in this particular order. N matches up with D, A matches up with O, and P matches up with G. So you got to match them in that order. Okay, so is it true then that NP equals DG? NP is this one down here. Does that have to equal DG? Yes. Yes, they're both in the same spot. So if those two triangles are identical, which is what this is saying, congruent means identical. Let me write that here. This means identical. Congruent. That little equals with the squiggle over. It means congruent, which is the same thing as identical. Congruent, identical. So yeah, if those two triangles are identical, then the bottom of this one is equal in length to the bottom of that one. That's, of course, going to be true. And what's the reason why that's true? Yes, since the triangles are congruent, and that one corresponds to DG. NP corresponds to DG. So that is the truth there. Okay. Now, let's try the next part. Is angle A identical to angle D? Here's angle A, and here's angle D. No, they're in different spots. So even though those two triangles are identical, they're specifying angles that are in different spots. Right? A comes in the middle here, D comes in the front there. So those are different angles. So no, angle A and D are not corresponding. Corresponding means they're not in the correspondingly same spot. They're in different spots. Finally, is AP congruent to DO? AP is right here. Is that congruent to DO right there? No, those are, AP is the right side, DO is the left side. Those are in different spots. You can tell AP is the last two, DO is the first two in the order in which they gave us the triangle identicalness. So this is no, AP and DO are not corresponding line segments, just like A and D were not corresponding angles. So even though the two triangles are identical, only corresponding parts are equal, right? So there we go.